G'day guys, today we're going to have a look at installing one of our LINX systems into this JL Rubicon. So the LINX is something that might scare a few people. It's really not that difficult. There are a few bits of wirings and electrical components, but realistically it isn't something to be afraid of. Have a crack at home. Jono, how long do you think you'd expect this to take for someone to do at home?
I'd give yourself half a day for this one, Mark, just so you can do everything properly and there's a fair bit of exploring to do.
We want to get in here, rip it apart, start getting done, and we'll come back at the end and see how we've ended off.
Awesome.
The tools you'll need to perform this job are some basic hand tools, a screwdriver, utility knife, socket or spanner set, drill and drill bit, and some wire crimpers. In the LINX box you'll find the warranty card, LINX screen, a gimbal mount, the main LINX unit, and a dedicated wiring loom and a USB charge cable. For this install, we're going to mount the main LINX unit under the passenger seat. Other common locations for installation are behind the glove box of your vehicle or even behind the rear seats. It is worth noting, however, the further away that you put the unit from the screen, you are potentially going to need longer looms and longer charge cables. It is time to install the main unit bracket. We first pull up the carpet and mark out exactly where we want the unit to be installed, and then we mark out with the bracket the outer edges and the preferred mounting locations. Carefully drill out to a size suitable for the bolts or self-tapping screws that you're going to use. Please note, bolts, washers and nuts are not included in the kit, as they will be specific to your install. Here we are using a step drill to reach our preferred diameter. Be sure to clear away the swath and seal the exposed metal with some touch-up paint to avoid rust. In this example, we're going to use insert nuts, rather than using the self-tapping screws or using a bolt through the floor. Now it is time to reset the carpet and cut 2 small slits to allow the bolts or self-tapping screws to pass through into the floor of the vehicle. The final step here is to secure the bracket to the floor. To help us get organised, we're going to highlight all the inputs in orange and all the outputs in yellow and number them accordingly on both the terminal functions list and diagram to simplify the matching process later. Moving on to the wiring loom, we are now going to connect the terminals, which are included in the kit. For this, we use a simple crimping tool. Within this LINX install, we're also going to wire up a previously mounted set of driving lights. So what we've done is we've grabbed the wiring loom from the cabin side of the firewall and we're running it along the edge of the footwell under the seat to where the LINX unit has been installed. Now you can plug in the LINX wiring loom to the retrospective pins on the LINX main unit using your matching numbers. When installing the driving light loom, we need to disregard the earth wires as the LINX unit will provide the required earth. To do this, we trim back the 2 earth wires and terminate and lash with electrical tape. Fit some new terminals to the existing driving light positive and trigger wires and connect these to the matching terminals. Because we have the ARB driving light loom to use, we are unplugging the driving light terminals from the LINX harness and utilising the ARB driving light loom we've already prepared. Now we pull through the prepared wires and feed them into some protective split sleeve tubing. Reinstall the access cover. Next, we have all the components to install the A-pillar mount and gimbal. Remove the lower bolt from the driver's grab handle on the pillar and fit up the A-pillar bracket with the supplied hardware and replacement bolts. Set and attach the gimbal cradle. Affix the gimbal and install the silver capping over the exposed bolt heads. Now you can place your screen via the magnetic backing. Turn it on and test that all the inputs are working correctly. As you can see, our driving lights can be controlled both by using the switches on the screen, or you can set the triggers in the settings to simply turn on using your high beam switch. Finally, we can replace the passenger seat.
So there we have it guys, we've got the new LINX installed on this JL. We've even been able to wire up some of the existing driving lights that we've had pre-installed. It's pretty much ready to go. Everything went pretty smoothly. Yep. Can't complain. If you want to have a crack, by all means, give your local store a buzz, order yourself a LINX system. If you've got any inquiries, don't be afraid, pick up the phone, have a chat to us. See if you can't get this going, and maybe later on down the track we'll look at installing some compressors, a pressure control switch, maybe the new TPMS, who knows, the world's our oyster.
Exactly right.
Fantastic. Thanks guys, we'll see you next time.